Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Defense is coming. The ball is free in the backfield. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Try to run it with the option.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the Bruins are in the red zone. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And this one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There's not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That's a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Jayhawks keep the football on the move. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Jayhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. The Jayhawks are in the red zone. He'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Jayhawks with 1st and 10 here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Have one more play here in the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
It's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also of just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
A new set of downs after that completion. And the back now goes in motion. Runs right over the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Makes the defender miss. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Bruins are in the red zone now. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. The Bruins moving quickly down the field here.
Well, these are the kind of situations in practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? And he will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Jayhawks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. He's swarmed by the defense. They'll go hurry up here. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. The quarterback's got it on the option. Look at him run through those tacklers. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the 1st down himself.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going for it in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Timeout is called. It took strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Good job there finding the back in that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the 1st down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Defense trying to hold up here. Play number 12 on the drive. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down. And now a 4th down decision coming up. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Right down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the 1st half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that run on the previous play. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
They're going to run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's going to the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught behind the line. It's Cortez. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Hard running through a tackle. Touchdown, UCLA. They will claim the second half lead.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
And after the extra point, it's a 17-10 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Kansas offense is back out there now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And the Jayhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Across the 45 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. No chance to catch him.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset or control it. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job of the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Ball handed off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Bruins pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. A tough third and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Bruins. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a fly to the wideout. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The Jayhawks will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. It's an option look. He shreds the tackle. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Jayhawks are on the move here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, here comes the reverse. Running through the tackle. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Strong game by this quarterback.
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ballgame is tied here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run, he'll let it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Now it's second down here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Bruins begin a new series here, first and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
No time to play conservative. We'll see what the coordinator calls here to start this drive. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Bruins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stuck right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
3rd down play for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.